Welcome back to 5-Minute Knives. Let's just pretend I said something clever here. Today, we're going to be doing a versus battle. I want to hit the table too hard. The tripod fell over last time. I do have a new setup that I'm trying, so I'm pretty excited about it. This little top-down deal. Much more comfortable now. Sound should be a lot better with this mic. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I do need you guys to do me a favor, everybody that's subbed and is, following along with the channel. If you guys can go back one video ago, something's going on YouTube where my views and likes and stuff sort of froze on that video. It is the Valkyrie Mini 2 review, the Olight. Just do me a favor. Go look at that video, drop a like or a comment, and just let me know that it's working. Okay? Thank you. Now, on to the versus battle. So, as many of you know, I did just recently pick up the Spyderco Yojimbo 2 all blacked out version. Got this for about $185 on Knife Center. Hollow grind, okay? 3-inch cutting edge, S30V steel, made out of the Golden Factory. Now, both of these knives are both made out of the Golden Factory, okay? So they're pretty good to compare, actually. This has the compression lock that you guys know from your paramilitary 2s. There's your thumb opening. There's your droppy shut action. I will say this, when it drops, this front part of the blade here, I talked about this in my review, there's no sharpening choil. So basically the cutting edge goes all the way down to here, and then this is the part that comes back, and you can kind of like see it right there. That hits me in the finger. I've never been cut by this knife, but I've never liked that if I get too deep a grip, it can hit me. Now I've gotten used to that, and I keep my fingers slightly away. These knives are both wearing waves, by the way. One is made by me, and one is made by a company called 5x5 Combat Solutions. And we're going to talk about that in a little more depth. I did send them a customer service question. It was dumb. I didn't realize that this came with a little finishing washer, and it had some rattle. Then I located, basically I sent them a email asking about it. And then I found the washer. I applied a little bit of Loctite, no rattle. It was fine. They never got back to me, I will say that. But it was dumb. It was on my part. User error. It was just a small little package. And I missed that little finishing washer. Now, why do you want to wave on a knife like the Yojimbo 2, you would say? Well, this is being marketed as a self-defense knife, right? So if this is a self-defense knife, isn't speed, like deployment, like the most important thing? That's why a lot of people like autos, and that's why the Emerson wave opener became so popular. It's just the fastest method of deployment. This knife is now faster than an automatic with a wave on it. I know a lot of people in the comments of the Yojimbo 2 review said, well, why would you put a wave on that? That's so dumb. Okay, fair enough. I will say this, I don't care for the wave on the Yojimbo 2, and I will say this, I wanted to try somebody else's wave out. I made my own for the Manix 2, and we'll get into this in a second. I made my own wave for this one. And it sits at that angle. It's a little weird, right? But I like it. It gives me some cutting ability there. It's got some texturing on the wave. It feels very solid. It's a slightly different shape than this wave. Okay, this one has a more it's more tucked in, which is actually better for pocket carry. It takes up less space. But both of these knives are now, with the wave, especially wide. And yes, you don't need a wave. This is a versus the Yojimbo 2 versus the Manix 2 stock, not with the little add-ons. But they happen to be on, and it's a conversation thing. So this is a little slick. And I will say this about 5x5 Combat Solutions real quick. If you go onto their website, I'll roll in some footage now. You can pick this up for, it says $35, which is pretty, I don't know, seems steep to me. I mean, how much machining is involved? But okay, fine. Your thing is $35. Here's kind of what rubs me. The shipping is insured only $850, so it's $850 to ship this thing. And then there was an online processing fee of $145. What do you have invested in hardware? 20 cents, if that? Okay, how much do you have invested in machining and tooling of this one part? It's one piece. And then you just get the hardware. So, I don't know, guys. Is it worth all that? Let me tell you this. This screw cost me 20 cents. Okay? The slotted post and screw, I think I'm all in 20 cents maybe 30 cents. And this piece of Kydex was free because it was in the trash. It was just a little scrap piece of Kydex. And you can see like my shape. But yeah, this was super cheap. It works every bit as well as this. I've never had this not deploy. It is sticking out at a slightly different angle. That's because everybody that has the Manix 2 knows that one of the weaknesses of the Manix 2 is the thumb ramp is at a weird spot. Your thumb kind of like hangs off. You see? It's weird. Like the PM2 has a much better thumb ramp than the Manix 2. It's one of the weak points of the knife, in my opinion. Now, if you're in this forward grip, it's actually not too bad. But back here, if you try to do it, it's a little weird. So the wave actually really helps the geometry of this kind of like leaf-shaped blade. With this, the wave really hurts you because Michael Janich designed this and the Ronin 2 and the others that are based on this with this really cool feature where you put your thumb in here for this really like solid grip. Now with this wave, I will say another benefit of the 5x5 wave over mine is you can still Spidey flick, okay, with their wave. However, it is more difficult because there's more weight out there and it's just a little weirder. Basically, if you order sheaths from me and you order the grandma package, you're not going to want to flick this with the wave, okay? It flips a lot better without the wave, without that added weight. Plus, this makes everything a bit wider in your pocket. So this is how it sits in the pocket, and your hand's going to reach down here. Now you're hitting that wave. So yes, I don't think the Yojimbo 2 needs a wave. However, it does make it blinding fast. I am considering putting a project together where I maybe take like a Warney like Delica, like a small little knife, put like a Signet 3 Wise Men ring on the end, and put my own style of wave on that. And I think that would be a really good self-defense, really lightweight offering. Back to the versus battle. As we talk about the Manix 2 versus the Yojimbo 2, it comes down to compression lock versus this Axis style lock that Benchmade uses. I don't know what this is called. This is Spyderco's version of it. With this, you just need to use your finger here. You deploy it like so, pinch it. I know you can't see that really well, and this will drop. So that's how this works, right? This one, you need to pinch it on either side, and I use the clip to kind of anchor my fingers here, and same thing. This will drop. I like the convenience of the compression lock more. However, if I'm going to be using the thumb opening, it does have a tendency to pinch me right here. So something to note on that. It does make things slightly less ergonomic where the cutout is for the compression lock. I prefer the solid, the solidness of the Manix 2 with this like high backspacer because of the compression lock here, or this Axis style lock. You can actually have a backspacer high, and you have this like proud jimping here, which I've always really liked. The Yojimbo 2 is slightly lighter by about an ounce. I think this is over 5 ounces, I think. The cutting edge, you actually get a little bit more cutting edge. On the Yojimbo, it's 3 inches versus the Manix 2, which is 2.78 or something like that. 2.78 something. Okay, so you do get slightly more cutting edge here, although if you count belly, it's probably even. Okay? So let me try to stay in frame. This is a weird setup for me. So far, so good, though. I like the mic situation better, I'll tell you that. Here's my wear. I've owned this for years. This Manix 2 has been my trusted ally. And there's the wear on the clips. Not too extreme. Hope it shows. There we go. Here's some wear. Here's the finish wear. I did not clean these. I might actually oil them right now. Going up on 10 minutes. This is going to be a little long, this one. But there's your wear after years. Several years. I can't even remember how many years. I got this before I came to Colorado, so I've owned this knife 6 years minimum, and it's held up so well. Plus, with the wave now, this is an instant deploying blade. Plus, I prefer the ergonomics of this handle on the Manix 2 much better to the Yojimbo 2. Although I like this kind of two-fingered swell in the front. Is this showing? This kind of two-fingered swell here. There we go. So that's kind of cool, right? And the grip is not bad. My 2 fingers go there. My thumb goes here. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, it's a cool knife. I don't think it needs the wave. Now, here's what I've decided. You guys know my Yojimbo review. I was deciding whether or not I was going to keep this thing. Okay? And I've decided...
No.
For my money, and for my use, I would give this battle to the Manix 2 all day. First of all, you got this flat grind versus the hollow grind. This looks more like a knife. Less people are going to give you a hard time over it. This looks like something Batman would carry. This is primarily for self-defense, is why it was invented. This is primarily for EDC tasks. They're both pretty much legal. Check on your state's laws, but they're both pretty much legal everywhere. This has a compression lock that is a little pinchy, and some people love it. It's not my favorite thing. This has the axis lock, which I don't like how I have to pinch both sides, but I've gotten very used to it over the years. Wave-wise, 5x5 Combat Solutions seems to be a decent company. I don't know about their customer service, but is this wave worth... It comes to $45 after all that shipping and the weird, dumb $1.50 online payment processing fee. I mean, thank you for giving me the luxury of purchasing this item on your website. How else would I buy it? Why is that an extra $1.50? Somebody explain it to me in the comments. But I think this is cool. I think the Yojimbo 2 is cool. I'm glad I've gotten a chance to own it. I've never used it for anything. I've just put in this wave on there. Now, you can take the wave off. I'm going to include this little Allen wrench here. But this little Allen wrench here, we'll get this off. I did put a tiny bit of blue Loctite. You should be fine. It should be no thing getting it off. If you want to get it off. Some people commented in the Yojimbo 2 review that this wave was sweet. And they really liked it. Some people hated it. So if you're one of those ones that really likes it, I'm going to sell this whole thing. It's I'll give you the original box and all that stuff. Just reach out to me on the email in the about section of this channel. I think the first 200 takes the whole kit and caboodle. I spent, as you guys know, like $45 on this wave, and I spent $1.85 on the knife, and then plus shipping on that. So who knows? $1.95, let's say there, 50. I don't know. It's like $2.40, something like that. I'm going to sell this whole thing for $200 even. So first 200 gets it. I'm keeping my Manix 2, guys. I think this is where it's at. For me, anyway. And I know I'm boring, but this channel's not about the latest and greatest thing, obviously. I'm not going out spending money just because of the channel. But I'm trying to keep it real with you guys and be honest with you. For me, the Manix 2 is still really sweet, and I've had PM2s come and go. This has stayed in my collection. Something about the added weight, the reliability, the fact that it's aging so well. I mean, I was going to oil these on camera for you guys, but I'm just going to do it off camera because it's so awkward to set up. But this thing is aging so well. Hardly any finish wear. A little bit of light scratches. It seems almost self-healing. It's almost looking like blackwashed. And the Yojimbo 2, of course, is brand new and has never been used on anything, so this is much prettier. I will oil this once before it goes out. So yeah, whoever wants the Yojimbo 2, let me know. A couple hundred beans and she's yours. As far as the battle is concerned, for me all day, it's going to be the Manix 2 over the Yojimbo 2. Fight me in the comments. I don't care. I have my reasons. I've given them. This has been a fantastic knife in my collection. It's treated me really, really well. How could I turn my back on it? Not now. So, and now with a wave, it's lightning deployment. And yes, I did lose my ability to Spidey flick. But I wasn't that into it anyway. This is more of a utility knife for me. And the thumb opening is very, very smooth with this wave added. So yes, I know a lot of people think waves are dumb. But right now, it's serving my purposes and actually made this knife, it gave this knife one more use. And that is self-defense. It made this a quick deploying knife. And really, that was my only thing about it. Like, I like my Fox karambits, as you guys know. I like the stuff with waves, as you know. I'm trying out different self-defense options, but a knife isn't really what you should be looking at for that. Anyway, in my opinion, it's just something nice. I wanted to see if I could make a wave that would be functional. It has been. And someday I may take it off. Who cares? Right? So, I don't know. Versus battle, I'm definitely picking the Manix 2. Hit me up if you guys want to buy that Yojimbo 2 off me. I'll keep it in good shape. First 200 gets it. I am doing another giveaway coming up soon in a couple of videos, few videos. Also go back one video and hit like and or comment or hit dislike. I don't care. Do something over there. But it had an abnormally low amount of views, abnormally low amount of engagement. I think it's something with the algorithm. So just make sure it's working for me. And other than that, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate you. I'll keep the giveaways coming. I I'm going to give away a probably Cold Steel Koban, however you say that. Probably pretty soon, within 4 or 5 videos. Not a huge giveaway, but I want to wait till 1,000 subs to really start digging deep and giving you guys some like cool stuff and whatever. Here's the 5x5 Combat Solution sticker. Am I holding this upside down? Boom, 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 boom. Check them out. Seem to be an okay company. A little overpriced by my guesstimation, but I don't want to take business away from them. If you got it like that, you think the Wave is awesome, you want to go ahead and throw that on there, hit them up. It worked out well. It fits like a glove. It's worked perfectly every time. I mean, no issues. It's just, I think, a little pricey for my tastes. I don't really like it on the Yojimbo 2 in particular. I'd rather have it on like a Delica or like a Manix. So, I don't know. But I'm not going to go back and buy another one just for the Manix, I'll tell you that. So, let me know who wants this, and it's first 200, it's yours. Other than that, let me know if you think I'm crazy in the comments for picking the Manix 2. I don't know. Seems like a no-brainer. This is a much more usable blade. You know, that flat grind, same steel, you know, just more usable. So, anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time on 5 Minute Knives.